Hello everyone. In today's video I am going to tell you the different other functions by using you can create the NumPy array. Okay. I'd like to remind you that you have already created a NumPy array. I have told you in first video only. Creating array using Python data structure, list and dictionary. I would like to give the same example so that you will be able to remember. Import NumPy as NP, right? L1 equals to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You are very well familiar with this. I have already told you that what is the purpose of import statement. NumPy is the library which contains the collection of functions inside it. So to bring NumPy, but it is not by default coming along with the Python program. So you must have to import from somewhere. So must have to write the import NumPy as NP is the alias for the NumPy, because writing NumPy is difficult. So we have taken a short name NP. Clear? The next line very well clear to you. This is what? This is the list data type. Okay. Then come to create a NumPy array. Array is the name of the array. Then NP dot, as you very well familiar that if the function is wrapped inside a class or the library right now, so it must be accessed using its object. Clear? So NP dot, we will use the array and L1. Clear? Right everyone? So what is going on here? NP dot array is the function and L1 is the list which is already created in the memory. Right? L1 is the list which is already created in the memory. And you have passed this list to the array function. Clear? This list is already created in the memory with the value 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Clear? So this L1 is passed to the array function and array function will convert this list into the array data type. Clear now? So this array will occupy space in the memory like this. As I told you that list occupies space in the memory. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the index number. 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Right everyone? The difference is there. The question may arise in your mind that I have already told you that list contains the heterogeneous values but the array contains the homogeneous values. Clear now? Means the same type of value it contains. It cannot contain the one value as integer, another value as float or string. Clear now? So here print ARR. You can see that whether the array is created or not. So you will be able to see output that this will print 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Clear everyone? Now come to the other functions. Using that we can create NumPy array. Creating NumPy array using built-in function arrange zeros, ones, empty and len space. Okay. Now let us see the first, that is the arrange function. Now let's see the syntax of arrange function. I'd like to tell you that arrange function is similar to the range function which you have already used with the list, with the looping, with the for loop. Okay. Now let us see the syntax. Arrange, start, stop, step, dtype, right? I'd like to explain you about this syntax. As you know very well, anything in the syntax wrapped inside the square bracket is optional. Okay, so start is optional, step is optional, and dtype is optional, but stop is mandatory to use. So let us see one by one that by passing the different parameters to the arrange function, how we can create numpy array. Okay, so let us see the example. Now you will open Python program, and as I told you already that the first line you will write import numpy as np. Clear? This name you can write anything, right? Now you are going to create array using arrange function. So you will give the name of the array. I have given here arr equals to np dot arrange. Okay, and I have given value 10, right? So what output you will get? Let us write the print statement to see that whether array is created or not. Okay, so when you will compile this program, after that you will be able to see the output. Output will come. First of all, let us see, when you will compile, the control will come to the first statement, import statement. So numpy library will be imported, included in this program, and this will be known as, this numpy will be referred in this program as np. Okay, now come to the next. This is the variable name equals to np dot arrange 10, right now. So as I told you that arrange function is similar to range function. You can see the syntax of the range function also, it is similar to the range function. Clear now? So what the value will be? Array will be created with what values? So in memory, array will be created with the values. As you know that start in range function also, the start value, the default start value was 0. So here also it is 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Clear everyone? So this as very well clear to you that the last value, the stop value, the last value will be 1 minus the stop value. Okay? 1 minus the stop value. Clear? So what the output you will get? What is the value in the memory? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Clear everyone? Now let us change the same program by passing the initial value to the program, to the arrange function. Okay? Now let us start the value with 5, then 10, comma 1. Right, as this the default value of the step value is 1, means the initial value will it will start with 5 and next value will be always 1 incremented with the initial value. Right now, so now let us start import array. So what the output will come? Here the output will come. It will start with 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Clear? This array will hold 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the memory. Right? Array will hold 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Each, as you know that each element, each value is known as element and it is recognized by its index position 3, 4. This is the structure of array in the memory. Clear everyone? Now let us see the another example of arrange function. What will happen when you will write 5, 0, -1. Okay, so it will start with what output will come. Five is a start value, then -1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 will not be done here because 0 is the stop value. Clear na? So the last value is always in case of incrementation less than the last value, less than the stop value, and in case of the decrementation always 1 more than the stop value, right? So this will be the value of the array. Okay everyone, so next video I'll tell you how you can use the zero function, ones function, empty and linspace function. Okay, thank you.